Good morning. Oh, that's gonna shake like there's no tomorrow. Sorry, I can't have that. I put it on it's on my candle holder. Got a cool magnet on here. Okay, good morning, Dish. All right, so first off, I'm gonna talk to you about living with Dish. This is what's worked for me. I've had Dish for 20 years. Most of you know my story. I've had multiple surgeries. I have it through my whole body. There isn't a place that I don't have it, including my jaw. So the other thing is, if you have something nasty to say or negative to say, I don't want to hear it. I don't hold back. I give it to you straight because I work very hard to take care of myself. With all that being said, I get a ton of messages from you guys all the time. Some of you are serious about taking care of your health. Some of you are not. And that's fine. Wherever you're at on your journey, I support you because guess what? Wherever you're at, I've been there. I've overcome it. I've pushed forward. I know how to do it, and I've done it multiple times. Because every surgery I have is huge, it's big, it's long. The recovery sometimes takes years. The last surgery that I had took me 2 years to recover from. So, living with Dish, the number one thing you can do, right? Simple. Get some water into your body, okay? Water. You need to get all the toxins out of your body, okay? And you can just do that by drinking water. And I love it when everyone says, oh, I can't drink enough water. I don't want to know that you can't drink enough water because guess what? My bladder does not work. So if I can deal with it with having to catheterize and all that good stuff, and then you can drink some water. The second thing you need to do is you need to change the way you eat. There is no doctor that specializes in Dish. You need a team of doctors, and no doctor is going to tell you all of this stuff because they just don't know about enough of it, and there's not enough research done. If any of you are in here and exercise and you're healthy and you have Dish, I would love for you to put your tips and your tricks in the comments. That way we can help everyone else out. The best way to get your diet is think of like lean, clean, and green. When you go into the grocery store, shop on the outside aisles. Don't buy anything on the inside aisles. And I know, because I do this too, that when I'm in pain and the pain takes over, a lot of us compensate with food, right? For me, it's chocolate. I don't feel good. Ooh, I'm going to go lay down. I'm going to watch TV. I'm going to eat chocolate. I have chocolate-covered pretzels in my house right now. I'm not going to lie. The third thing that you can do for your Dish is exercise. I want you to think of your body when you have Dish as an old rusty engine, an old rusty mechanical part. When you pull that out of the woods, say you got a car that's been there for 60 years, when you pull it out, nothing in it works, nothing in it moves. You need to lubricate it. And there is a way, no matter where you're at in your journey, to lubricate and work your body. For us Dish people, the number one place to go is into the water to exercise. Water is the best way to go because it takes away your body weight. And there's no specific thing. Just get in there and move, whether it's walking or anything like that. I suffer from chronic fatigue and chronic pain syndrome massively. And I have narcolepsy. So the way I deal with that is I do multiple little exercises throughout the day, whether they're 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I do a big one in the morning, but I have to stay moving. I have learned over the past 20 years that in order for me to get on with my life, I have to stay moving. So it is super important. I can show and teach anyone, no matter where you're at in your Dish journey, how to work out, how to get healthier. Why? Because I've been at every place, down and out. I don't just have Dish. I have muscle problems, and I have fibromyalgia. I have nerve damage. I'm a hot mess in a dress. My poop doesn't even go in a scoop anymore, okay? I can't even pick up my hot mess. But I work so hard at it every single day. And I know this support page, I read almost every single one of your posts. Sometimes I totally forget to comment, but I read all of the posts in here. And sometimes we get very down on ourselves and we're angry. If you're at the anger stage right now where you're pissed off at the world and why me, awesome, great. What a way to fuel that anger into working out. Go get yourself a broomstick. Do a little side shuffles up and down, bend over. There is so many things you can do. Take that anger and fuel your workouts, fuel, take that energy. The other thing is your family and friends are never going to understand what you're going through. They may get it, but they're not going to get it. Because guess what? When you look at me, okay, dude, I'm fit, okay? I'm physically fit, all right? I look great. But no one gets on the inside, my body's that of a 90-year-old woman. I need surgery. I got one lung. Like, my diaphragm grew up here and it's in a boob, it's somewhere. My ribs are all messed up. I got titanium through me everywhere. Because your family is never going to see what is actually going on inside you. So you cannot always look to them for support. And that's why these groups are great. But you need to find somebody to connect with that is where you want to be. And that's not even true just for things here, but in life, like if you want to get your goals going. Because this is what I do. I mentor women, I teach women and men, I help them through chronic pain and just everyday life and moving forward. Because for a long time, I didn't have a life and I stood still and I got really angry and thought, oh no, I cannot live a life on a couch. It's not happening. There's got to be someone out there. There's got to be and there was someone in here, his name's Conan. He is not in this group anymore because he went onward, who worked out, who looked great, who ate healthy. And I looked at him and I was like, oh my God, if he can be like this with Dish, so can I. Why not? Because at the end of the day, you are your own doctor. You go to the doctors like it's the last resort to go to the doctors. It's the last resort. So you need to take control of your own health. And stress too, everything, energy, the way you look at things. I had to take negative stuff and flip it in my head. I changed my environment. I moved. I got the mountains behind me. You really have to focus on being positive. I work my ass off every day for hours so that I can have a life, so that I can be a mother, I can be a wife, I can be a grandmother, I can be a best friend, I can have a job. And any excuse you give me of why you can't, I guarantee I can find 100 reasons why you can. And I know a lot of you, when I come on here, you all get angry and, I get a lot of nasty messages. But that's okay, because guess what? I was there too, and it doesn't kill my vibe at the end of the day. What I want to do is show you and empower you and inspire you and be like, you don't have to live that way. Am I 100% pain-free? No. Do I have to manage my chronic pain? Yes. I take medicine for it. I load my body with supplements. Load it. I get massages. I have acupuncture. I get cupping done. I do yoga. I stretch. I lift weights. There isn't anything. I do rolfing. I do tapping. I do dry brushing. I go to therapy. I not only go to therapy, but I'm also therapy for other people. There isn't anything that I don't do to try to make my life better. So I know days are going to be hard, and I know you're going to come on here and you're going to vent when you've had, and I've tried to take my life a few times. I'm not going to lie, all right? But there is a way. And yes, when you go and you find out, oh, you have Dish, and they're like, there's nothing we can do for it. You're going to mummify. You're going to be paralyzed. You're going to die, blah, 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 blah. Well, guess what? You know how long it takes for that to actually happen? A very long time. So be proactive instead of reactive. And I have never had, I've had like 1 or 2 bone spurs break off, and I have huge bone spurs right now everywhere. So if the doctor says, exercise isn't really good because your bone spurs break off, that's bullshit, okay? They don't know. They're just guessing because it's scientific stuff. I have been doing this kind of thing for 20 years, and a lot of you in here work out, and I guarantee you've never had a bone spur break off from working out. Maybe you have brittle bones. Maybe you're suffering from osteoporosis. Okay, take control of that and make your bones stronger. The one good benefit with Dish is that, your bones are pretty strong. Find out what you're lacking. I took a nutrition test where I found out my body wasn't processing stuff, what vitamins I'm not getting into my body. I needed more vitamin D. I'm anemic. I found out the way my body processes sugars and proteins together. It's a lot of information, but if you do a little bit at a time, add one thing, like if you're not drinking water, start drinking a gallon. And if you can't drink a gallon, drink 5 bottles of water a day. You will feel better. You will get a little bit more energy. And at the end of the day, you just want more energy. That is all I'm going to rant about today. I am here. If you need, you're not going to find a workout person online who's going to be like, oh, you've got Dish, let me help you. There is no physical therapist that has a magical, routine to work out. It's not going to happen. And if you do decide to follow someone online, stick to one person, have one coach. Don't have a million of them, because there's Instagram, there's all this stuff, and I know some days when the pain is down, we get to social media scrolling. Don't do that. And just because someone else is eating a certain way doesn't mean it's good for you. There is a diet for everything, and a lot of those diets that have been created were for medical purposes because of medical diseases. But at the end of the day, if you eat lean, clean, and green, and you think of that, am I adding too much salt in here? Oh God, am I using vegetable oil? Like, you know what oils do to your drain, but there are healthy ones you can get into your body. There is so much nutrition stuff. I think of breads and pasta as a nap and inflammation. I don't eat for taste anymore. I literally think, oh no, I need to feel good. But if I eat this and I want to eat it because I don't feel good, and I use food as a coping mechanism, right? Because that's what we do. I'm going to inflame my body. It's going to be miserable. I'm going to hurt for the rest of the day more than I already hurt. There's a difference. Like right now, I feel like I got knives going down my spine from sitting down. But it's raining out. I know I'm inflamed. I know that today I have got to keep moving. And there are so many women in here and men who will be your support partner, an accountability partner, because you need that. You cannot go at this disease alone. It is impossible. And I know I self-isolate because that's what I do when I'm in pain, because sometimes I don't want to hear myself and I don't want anyone else to hear me. And I think, oh, they don't want to hear me complain. Don't isolate. Reach out. Watch some positivity stuff. And if you think, oh God, I can't stand her, keep watching her, because it's something about you that you don't like and you need to get where she or he is at. And it's okay. There is no magical way to get better. All I can tell you is that I know through diet, exercise, this positivity, trying to look at my life through gratitude, it has been able to allow me to have a life where I'm actually living my life, and my life isn't living for me. Like, I'm part of my life. I'm just not going through the motions. I actually now can control the day, and I run the day. The day does not run me, and I don't let my disease take me over. I tell it what we're going to do today. And at the times when I'm going to tell you something right now. I want you to see something. I live on the top of a hill that is 1/4 mile long. I went down that hill the other day on the lawnmower backwards. The lawnmower flipped over on me. The blade was still running. This was a week and a half ago. I got really hurt. I ended up in the ER, and they were like, we don't even know how you didn't break every bone in your body. I was like, okay. I'm miserable. I'm hurting. The next day, I went downstairs. I stretched. I did a little yoga. I went in the lake. I went paddleboarding. I floated in the lake. The next day and the next day, I filled it with food. This morning, I'm hopping around like there's no problem. It's all about your attitude and what you choose to do with your situation that makes a difference. So, I'm here if you want some help. If you're on the couch and you just want to get some movement going, just start squeezing your muscles. I'm here if you're physically fit and you want to go to take it to the next level and see what you're really capable of. I'm here. I'm here if you want to take your life and you think, oh God, I can't go on with it anymore. I'm always here. You may not see me in the group as much because for me it's really depressing. When I start to read everyone's comments, I get really depressed, and then I start to go, woe is me, and I have to back out. But if you need me, I'm only a message away. And most of you that have messaged me, I will get right back to you, and I will help you the best way that I can. All right, guys, I'm done. I got to finish my little shake. I hope you have a fabulous day. It's not the end of the world when you find out you have Dish. Even though they say it is, there is not. You can still have a life. All right, bye, guys.